button. I didn't mean to hit the button yet. There. Okay. Nobody watching yet anyhow. I'm wondering, does YouTube have some tools? Save, highlight, share? No. Mute microphone? No. What other things can I do here? What do these other buttons do? What's that? Normal. Normal. Okay. So, boom. I don't know. What's this doing? Telling me. I don't know what the controls on YouTube here. Oh, the lighting. I can do it like that. Oh, no. I don't want to do it like that. Okay. So there are some effects on YouTube. It's interesting. Try a couple of them. Kind of in the shade. What was that thing on the end there? What's that? Negative. Oh. No, we don't want to do negative. I was hoping it would do the background like Zoom lets you put a background in, and this would have been a neat background to have. The one that was on the thumbnail. Okay, back. Get rid of that. Or did I have one selected and I shouldn't have? No, we'll do it like this. There. All right. Welcome to live chat. Who's in? I thought I saw someone commenting. Huh. Okay. Nobody. I thought somebody commented. There's just 5 people in here so far. See how many of Susie's 69 we get. I think she had 69 people watching. That's nasty. Merry Christmas, Dev. And then the Hawaiian shirt got a little hula girl on it. And my old leather buffalo hat, my buffalo hat. Why people keep bringing up page 64? Where did Mr. Jack say something about page 64? He mentioned page 65 and 64. Both of those are the Buffalo Cowboy car. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. We can't play. I gotta find some more music to play on the. Because I can have background music as long as it's not popular music. Oh, we got some notes here. Just 2 little notes. Blaze tree. What's blaze tree? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side of my notes. Yeah, I heard Jack said that it wasn't pareidolia. No, it isn't. It's ancient archaeology. That's simple right there. Boom. No, it's not pareidolia. People know how I got upset with people calling it pareidolia. No, this is some ancient archaeology. There's people hugging elephants, and there's a whole story of some lost civilization out there. And it's art. It's not pareidolia. It's art. Take it, boom, nail them on both ends. You know, to say it's pareidolia is basically an insult. It's telling somebody, yeah, you're mental. It's something wrong with your brain. You better see a doctor soon. You know, and it's not. It's something wrong with their brain. They can't see it. Yeah, and I never said it was pareidolia. I've always been against that. I thought I had another note. I had some other notes here. Where'd they go? Right there? Is that my other note paper? Nope. Nope. Polygrip, ham, tea. That's the shopping list. But I found that I tried the bargain denture grip from Safeway, the signature brand, and man, it works a lot better than the Polygrip. A lot better. And it's not as messy. You can't tell us. Yeah, can tell us what the clues were. Was Blaze? Yeah, I went through. Where I had another piece of note paper here. I had some other notes. What, Jack? What'd you do with my notes, Jack? Oh, there's my note. The Ring, and that's why I made the diagram thing I had, or the thumbnail that was up. Let me see if I get on my screen. I'll show you. Boom. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, I got it on my laptop here. I switched the camera around. Boom. Come on. Now, when I was a kid, my mother told me I was after this movie called Carousel. And this is Billy Bigelow. He was a carnival barker. He'd tell people, "Come on, step up here and see the show, whatever." Try and get people to come and see the freak show or the ride. See, there's another guy. He's polishing stars too. But he see, and he fell in love with this girl. He got involved with some bad guys. He dies, and he's in heaven here working on stars. And it looked just like, it's just like Once Upon a While with the stars in this movie. And the movie's Carousel. And so that's Billy Bigelow. And then the song in the movie is Soliloquy or something. It's instead of a monologue where you're talking to a crowd, it's somebody talking to themselves. And the book is Forrest talking to himself in places. He's just talking to himself, And I think that Once Upon a While, the cover of Once Upon a While is modeled after that movie. He got the idea for this from the movie. See where I'm going? And then the movie, the song Soliloquy or whatever, the song that's titled it's in the title of my video here, Soliloquy, Forrest Fenn Soliloquy. And it's too far to walk. Because the song he's singing, My Boy Bill. It's all about he was hoping to have us. When he died, his wife was pregnant, and or his girlfriend wife was pregnant, and he thought he was going to have a son and named Bill. Turned out he had a daughter, and he gets permission to come back to Earth and visit her. Hola, todos. My name is Forrest Fenn. My hombre. Yeah. So, anyhow, the part, the heaven scenes in the movie where he's, hanging up new stars and stuff, he's sitting on a ladder coming up out of the clouds, and Forrest says, "My father's up there sitting on a cloud somewhere, hanging stars." And it's all like, my mother told me I was named after that movie because his name was Bill. And now I'm at this other end of my life, and there's this book, and it's like you're reinventing my past here, man. Yeah, Gordon McRae. Gordon McRae. Who's Gordon McRae? Some country guy. This is an Australian hat. It's a what brand was it? A Barma. It's a squashy buffalo. See, I can do it like that. But yeah, I can't stand it that it comes to a point right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna, not while I'm streaming. I can't click on the link and go look. So you have to put it in the message after the video's done. You can add message. Um, but yeah, it came from that movie. I bet I can put it on without the sound maybe. And see if, when you're streaming, don't say your passwords out loud while you're punching them in. Oh, now YouTube's crashing on my tablet. Oh, and you get some people on Facebook, the text is some group conversation, and they're just slamming it. Hang on. I should have filled my cup first, and so I have something to drink here. Yeah. I want to find that video. I could show you the video, the part, and he's up in heaven, and where is it? No. Yeah, it's there. There it is. And I think I got the volume down on that. So here we go. Yeah. Turn around, camera. Turn around. Turn around. See, he's up there hanging stars. And that just reminded me of Once Upon a While. Sitting up there polishing stars. He's talking to this guy. But you see, there's other people there doing stars too in the background. He's in heaven. That's what you do when you go to heaven, Sit around polishing stars. But he gets upset and he throws one of the stars. So then it goes on to a song that's all, never walk alone. Never have to walk alone. And it's like, man, that's like too far to walk right there. Too far to walk. And he went alone in there. And so the song, the Never Walk Alone, and kind of, it's like, I think there's some clues in the movie. It's 1953 when he went in the military. About time he met and married Peggy. And like that movie touched a lot of people. There's orchestras currently that perform the music from, it's Rodgers and Hammerstein and all that stuff. Yeah, excuse me. I gotta get a cup here. It's fast. Yeah. So Now the other thing, that movie is Carousel, and what do you do on the carousel when you're going around on the carousel? You got to grab the ring, and, and the ring is the top prize. Uh, and yeah, the ring was the top prize. And if the ring wasn't in the box, he didn't get the top prize, did he? Now my tea's too hot. I gotta drink some of this root beer. I gotta have some liquid in my throat right now. Saturn and Jupiter are lining up. I'll probably get my telescope out tomorrow. It's like 6 degrees, you know. You need an indoor. I need an indoor thing for my telescope. My telescope is 75 pounds. It's a 10-inch mirror. The mirror's like this big, you know. Oh. So yeah, the ring. Grab the ring. Grab the bananas. Grab the ring. The ring wasn't in the box. That has significance. Just like other things that oddities he's inserted in this last 6 months. And also, Grandma Moses was on the cover of Time magazine, December 28th, 1953, the same year as this movie. Was Grandma Moses on the cover of Time. I found a thing on her that it was an eBay ad, and said that she said it had December 23rd on it, and that was wrong. The date on the magazine is December 28th. Trying to button. Come on, don't make that one. See, there's a grandma on the cover of Time, and it's December 28th, 1953. Let's see. Grandma Moses. Christmas is not just one day. Yeah. So you know, it's several days. It's like the Hanukkah. You know, it's what, 12 days, right? You get 12 days of Christmas. I think it was Christmas every day for Grandma Moses. She was a folk artist. She used to do embroidery. Her art in embroidery. She did these embroideries of these old colonial scenes, you know, and horses and carts and carriages and people going here across, town, and a lot of winter scenes. And there's museums with just her stuff and Eric Sloane's stuff. And Forrest died on her birthday. Then Peggy died on St. Francis of Assisi's birthday. And say he's a saint because he gave away his treasures. So they tell you that they had it planned, I believe. So he said there'd be a lot of surprises this year, and that was one of his surprises. He said his father did that, and when we felt it was time, he was gonna. How much am I missing? It's not scrolling. Utah, Colorado, how am I? Canopy of Stars. The Canopy of Stars is a. When I was a kid, we watched what my parents watched, man, and I've watched all those old musicals I've seen, and I liked that one because it had a song that said about Bill. If he's strong and as tough as a tree, nobody gonna bully me. And I don't let anybody bully me, do I? Yeah. Oh, and Gert, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, and the Model A, the Buffalo Cowboy car I have, the Banco, that's a cowl, and a cowl is also called a chest. And it has the bullet in it. It's the bullet. And it's a Model A. And farther on the Banco, he's sitting on a Model A. The Model A is the bank. Just heard from Bill about Jack's comment on those pages. Drag the entire car home, Bill. Yes, you can find clues about Homer Brown on page 65. That's the freaking Buffalo Cowboy car, ding dongs. It's sitting in my shed. I found it in the wood. You had to be a brave little 12-year-old to go throw that rope around that buffalo and hop in the back on that seat cushion. And I found the seat cushion too that he was sitting on in the story. So, boom. Jack knows he's a decoy. He is only the finder in that. That's the name that he used when he wrote that story, which Doug Preston christened as fiction. So Doug Preston said Jack's story is fiction. So these people that have all these connections with Doug, get an answer from Doug. Is Jack spoof? I call it spoof. S-P-U-E-F. It's a spoof. Yeah. Doug is a fiction, and he called this guy fiction. And he just got some kind of deal where he got something for doing something, or he's getting paid to write Forrest Fenn's book, the next book, the biography. Yeah, 2 heaters going, 70 degrees inside, 8 outside. Was below 4 below this morning. Yeah, Grandma Moses is because a subtle hint is something similar. It's not this; it's something similar. So everything in the book is a distraction. The places, the items, everything. It's something similar. And here I got the Buffalo Cowboy car with the 50 cal to the nose. It's also called the chest. It's a cowl. It's a gas tank. But it's the dashboard, gas tank, and all, because they didn't have fuel pumps. The gas was up over the engine, in front of the windshield, and so it just flowed down into the engine. Yeah, it's imagination's key. Yeah, I have to watch that movie again. But the carousel is the movie's carousel. You go on the carousel, grab the ring. The ring is the top prize. It's I'd look study and grab the study. Look up, grab the ring. Okay, and it's about grabbing the ring, coming around the carousel and stuff. And it's the prize. You win a prize if you grab that ring. That's why he grabbed the bananas. The bananas are his stories, his on the canyon walls. Each one of them's a banana, and all his stories are spread from one side of the mountain to the other. The treasure chest. If you found the blaze, look further down in the poem. I give you title to the gold. Look, your quest to cease. Skip on down here. Title to the gold. That's you find the blaze. But here's some more instructions how to get there. And you got to be able to match things like the waters, the warm waters and the high waters, the warm high waters. And you know that tells you biblical time. Noah, the days of Noah. Begin it at the end of when the high waters halted, when the great flood ended. I'm gonna try a different. Let's try that. Yeah. Okay, a little too bright. Turn the light down a little bit. I used to live near a carousel. My grandkids loved to grab the rings. Yeah, yeah. The ring's the prize. And he didn't get the ring, so he didn't win the prize. The ring wasn't there. Somebody else grabbed the ring. I did get a Santa Cruz. Yeah, yep. Jack. I grew up out there in the Bay Area, so I've been to Santa Cruz many times. I spent my last week of high school at Santa Cruz. I got stopped. I was doing 85 coming over the Santa Cruz, over Highway 17, racing a Porsche, and I was in a station wagon. We had 2 cases of beer under the hide seat in the back of the wagon. And when we got to Scotts Creek, and the Highway Patrol come out, you know, so he got me for a 60 and a 55. And he never searched the car, so never found the beer. And we made it to the party, and everybody had a blast. Yeah. Yeah, I was on the swim team in high school. I would go out there and go body surfing, man. Turn my body into a surfboard. Woohoo! Some of those waves 10, 15 feet sometimes. And they throw you down in the sand. The brass rings. The brass rings. Body surfing was pretty fun, yeah. Yeah, we went there when I rented a surfboard, and it's like, stand up on the thing and it sinks. It's like, shit, man, this thing ain't made for 200-pound people. I was as skinny as a beanpole at 200 pounds. Good old days, yeah. Yeah, we used to go camping at Portola up there in the redwoods. The 300 foot redwood trees that are 3,000 years old. That were the trees started growing before Jesus. Trees is Noah Moses planted the trees. Yeah, yeah. I have to have something that holds my weight. Need a board with airbags. And I have some videos that I recorded at Santa Cruz of a friend of mine playing guitar there, Harold Hinkle. Some of my first videos that are on my channel. So, a friend of mine played guitar. He's a guitar master at Capitol Records now. And he gets to drive. They have a company car, like a Ferrari. He gets to borrow the company car. Where's little Jack? He's there. He's sleeping on the couch. He's 4 years old now. Well, he'll be 4 years old in 5 days. He'll be 4 years old in 5 days. December 23rd is Jack's birthday, and he's getting old. He's going to be 4, and so he's like, nah, I don't like this icy cold stuff anymore. I want in. He's getting wise. Yeah, he's over sleeping. He's out. I think he knows I'm talking about him now. The original Jack. Oh, I did something. Let's see. Where is that? Can I? Oh, it's on my phone. I don't have a share screen with this. Oh, I know how I can play it. Yeah. Okay. I'll show you a little thing I made. I'm working on another video. Those cartoon animations, I do the heads alone, and then I put the head on top of the background that's around them, and that way when the head moves, the background doesn't move. I got wise in my editing. There. No, I don't want to go back. Same thing. Damn thing. Where is that? I put it on here. Get it started. Oh, gotta start it over. This up here. Everything's on wires and doesn't want to go where I want it to go. Okay. Alright. So, I gotta stop that and put it back. Oop. What'd it do?
Or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer
and
the
this switched
slings and
around.
arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles,
Okay.
and by a
There. Now.
to be or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by asleep, to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh us ere to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er, with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
There. So, that's Forrest Fenn doing Shakespeare. Yeah. Puppet Forrest doing Shakespeare. Exactly. They tried to make me rent the longboard. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I was going to have him do a little Shakespeare thing. I was going to have him read scrapbooks, too. I have one with him reading scrapbook, or the other, the Forrest Fenn's totem, or tiki, the tiki reading them. The totem is up there on the mountain. Yep, and if it doesn't happen by like by the end of it, then I've got to go check my spots next year. That's the plan. Next year, go check your spots one more time. Because Forrest said you want to make a second trip, and I think that's because he said it's been found. Now you go back and get it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping it's some other arrangement. But right now, it's all covered with snow, so it's safe for the winter. You would have to know the exact place to find it under the snow. But I know where the nook is, and the nook goes up to Moses and comes down to the ground, and so that's below Moses, and that's where that head, the rock that looks like a head up to his nose up in the dirt, it's like the top of the head sticking out of the ground, that's right below Moses, and that's Forrest Fenn in the muddy bog, up to his nose in mud. No, my way, I don't think, no, it says, that's yesterday's for, that was for today, it said snow today, but it didn't. No snow till Tuesday. It's partly cloudy, sunny, mostly clear, sunny, mostly clear, sunny, mostly clear, sunny, and then Tuesday's slight chance of snow showers. And it's only below zero tomorrow night. It says -1 tomorrow. That means it'll be -10 or -15. It said -5 once, and it got -25. That's when you run the generator all night long with extra electric heaters running, and that's one reason I stay up at night, is to keep it warm, keep it from freezing cold in here. And keep an eye on my propane heater. Make sure they don't catch things on fire staying warm because I like to turn the heaters off when I go to bed, or down low at least. -1 there. What the hell? You're inside? Yeah. No, it's 7 here. It'd be -1 tomorrow night. It was -4 last night. And the wind right now is 1 mile an hour, so that's nothing. There's no wind chill. 7 degrees feels like 7. Now, let's see. Do I have other funny things I can show you? I don't know. Not on there. Yeah, I've been working. I still make probably 50, 60 art things a day. Wait, I can make, let's see, 320 divided by 5, 20, 60, 64. I can make 64 a day of my art things. With the thing allows me to make 64 art. I pay for it so I can make 64 designs a day, and I don't run out because so I've done these wide angle pictures, but the pictures are 25 megapixel, and what it outputs is like 5 megapixel. So you can take a piece of the picture, and so you can zoom in and take little pieces of the bigger pictures and make other art things from the smaller parts of the bigger picture. and then you can always expand a picture a little bit with, just to make a bigger print. What do you want, Jack? Jack is calling. What do you want? Well, that's all you want? That guy's demanding. You gonna come over here and give me a kiss? No? Nope, just I want out. Oh man, that one hurt my ear. Hang on, I'm letting him out. Oh. Yeah, I got close to 40. What did it get? 48 today. So it was almost 50 today. And so the snow on the roof started melting, and all of a sudden the water's coming through the ceiling. This thing's had, I have to put sometimes I have to put I use one of them 18-gallon totes. You got to leave it on the bed. If it's raining, it might come through the roof right in the middle of the bed. Oh. When I smoke in here, you can see the layer of smoke. Head for it like levels off, and it's really neat to look at that layer of smoke and watch the dynamics of it, and then. But you watch it, and it's all moving to the dash and going right down the defroster vents. It's like there's something. The air is going out that way. That's my exhaust vent. That's why you can run a heater in here, and you're not going to get gas because this thing's so leaky. What's crazy, Richard? Everything's crazy. Life is chaos. There's a story of chaos, and it created before nut divided. It's like the Egyptian story that everything was one, and they divided the earth and the heaven. were separated, you know, and that's where Nut and Hathor and the canopy of stars and all that. It's all ancient Egyptian mythology or astrology, astronomy, astronomy. Astrology is the sun signs, the horoscopes, and all that. That's astrology. Astronomy is the study of the stars, and they knew astronomy, but they mixed it with astrology. Astrology come from astronomy anyhow. Yeah, yeah. Nut Hathor created the Milky Way. The sacred cow's milk made the Milky Way. The cow jumped over the moon, made the Milky Way on the way there, you know, left that trail of milk. Is that where the cow jumped over the moon came from? Hathor? Was that Bessie, the cow that jumped over the moon and left that canopy of stars up there? Yeah. Yeah, we're just a meat skeleton driven by a ghost. A meat skeleton made of stardust driven by a ghost. I'm starting to look like Red Skelton with that hair. Ziggy. What is it? Like Marley? I met Ziggy's mother and Ziggy at the recording studio in Miami. I was connecting their network, and the Marleys were there. And you know what they were doing? You know what the Marleys were doing there? They were smoking up the studio. Yep. Yeah, I met Bob Marley's wife. I didn't meet Bob. Bob was gone, but I met his wife. And now that place has these fences around it. You can't get in there because it's like where Eric Clapton recorded Slow Hand and Ocean Avenue. That's where the studio is, on Ocean Avenue. And the Eagles recorded Hotel California there too, in Florida. That's crazy. They got their albums up on the wall there. Meat Skeleton. Great name for a band. Yeah, Meat Skeleton. Yeah. Cosmic Meat Skeleton. Yeah. The Cosmic Meat Skeletons. Oh. Now I see some of the other people on YouTube. I won't say the whole channel does it, but some people on other channels. Some might run the other channels, but some people on other channels, they'll point the finger at everybody that's on that channel. You know, because they don't want to single somebody out. Well, you know what? Don't point the finger at the people on the channel that aren't the person that's offending you. You know? Point the fingers at the people that are. Whatever. It's like, I only gave double blazes to people that earned them. They seriously earned their double blazes. You know, and that's why they got their double blazes. My friends know that. I don't give them double blazes. But Jack, or not Jack, but Jack Spoof, Double blazes, buddy. I don't want to tell him to spin on it because he might enjoy that. Okay, and is a broken blaze. Okay, here's the blaze, right? The blaze breaks in two. What do you have? Double blazes. A broken blaze is broken in two, is double blazes. And he's in Egypt on the Nile because that's where they found Moses. By the Sea of Reeds. Jerry Reed and Amos Moses. Amos Moses. His daddy would use him for alligator bait. Take him down to the swamp, tie a rope around his leg, throw him in for alligator bait. One day, an alligator got a hold of him. An alligator named Elvis got a hold of him, bit his arm off, clean up to the elbow. Lost his hand. Forrest glued it back on. And why is Jerry Reed wearing mildew? He's singing that song, Amos Moses, and he's wearing the mildew hat. No blazes of fire. Yeah. I seen William Sparks was in. He's sometimes here, but he was at Susie's room, and it's like I went to elementary school, junior high, and high school with the Sparks family, and the two in my grade level were twins, Nancy Jo and Diana, or Diane Sparks. I don't know, Diana or Diane. I don't know. My ex is a Diana, so I get confused sometimes. What was that before that time? Because I've known them from third grade, and but anyhow, the twins, they died. But I thought there's two Sparks. Is that double blazes? It would be in a V twin, huh? Maybe I ought to sell that to Harley Davidson. Double blazes, the V twin. Yeah. No. Look at this hat, man. It's like the ocean. Something's wrong, man. Must be that weed I got for the other day. Maybe the forest caught on fire. No. There are people suggesting this. That ain't Jack Spoof didn't find the treasure. He wrote a fiction story about finding the treasure. That's all. His pseudonym is Jack. Is the finder. His pseudonym, I am the finder. He's saying I am that author that wrote that story. He didn't find the treasure chest. He spoofed you. Oh, that's a good one, huh? Local stuff. The lodgepole pines are getting pushed out by this stuff. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any peyote in it. Yeah, I'm not seeing things. One thing be nice with the treasure chest, I could get a better doctor. Yeah, and my doctor, if I told her my throat's sore, she wouldn't even look. But my throat's not sore, it's just hoarse. And Guess what? Jack is cold and Jack wants back in. Jack! Jack is knocking on my door right now. Scraping at it with his paws. No, I have VA. At least when it's frozen, he comes in fast. No, I ain't getting a vaccine. I have lupus and Hashimoto's, and when you have autoimmune diseases, you don't get vaccines. They fuck you up. They fuck you up bad. Probably why I have blood cancer. I got a vaccine 97 and I shouldn't have gotten. Screwed me up. And they got AIDS in the vaccine. They've got it's dead AIDS virus. Don't worry. But they got AIDS in the vaccine. Isn't that nice of them? He can go ahead. Bye-bye, Toby. I ain't testing that shit. We fast-tracked it. We got all the things in there we wanted. We've been trying to get it in these things for years. We can finally do it. Dr. Evil is behind the vaccines. There's a cure for the freaking disease, for the coronavirus. It's called hydroxychloroquine, and I got a whole bottle of it. Yeah, they want to kill people off. China's behind it. I mean, they're trying to take over. They've owned half the politicians in this country. Which the Marines are going to be picking them up and taking them to Gitmo real soon. Oh, that water. Did I already drink that cup of tea? No, it's half. I can see it in there. See, I put marbles in here, and I got one. I don't know what that gemstone, that pink one. That's a gemstone. I don't know what it is. What is that? Is that a ruby? I wouldn't have it if it was a ruby because I couldn't afford a ruby that size. See Alice Cooper right there? That's Alice Cooper. Right at the end of my peace pipe. You need a Sherman tank to fight it. Tonic water. Now I have hydroxychloroquine. I have a rheumatologist prescribes it. And my rheumatologist is a good doctor. My primary care, oh gosh, talk about dumpster diving for doctors, man. You can get this more this way. Yeah. Is Togo back here? Where did I put that thing? Is a something critter? I can't remember right now. I should remember. I have the tag right here somewhere. Cool critters. Togo. I don't know if it's focusing. Cool critters. And she makes these too. Dun, dun. It's an advertising card. Oh, what else? What other questions here? Kurt, 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 Rich, Kurt Gowdy. Kurt Gowdy is a state park in Wyoming. We're probably where Jack was, right? Forrest, well, he put it in an obscure place. If my spot's not you know, just okay, there's a cool spot, but are there any clues there? You know, are there complete clues? My area, I found. I think I said this earlier, or did I tell someone on the phone? But I found all of these his blazes along the way, but I didn't know which blaze was the blaze. And then I realized the whole poem was about Moses, and I had found Moses in 2017. I had a picture of where Moses was in the summer of 2017, and I had a close-up picture of Moses at winter solstice in 2017. I emailed it to Forrest in January of 2018 when he had a gut feeling. And his gut feeling wasn't that the treasure was found. His gut feeling was that he wasn't going to last much longer. His gut feeling was my life is going to be over, and the treasure hunt is over when his life was over. And that's how I asked Jack Spoof. I said, "How in hell did you get your hands on a dead man's chest when the man wasn't even dead yet?" You see, people are robbing. You can't rob a man's grave before he has one. You ever figured that? People ain't figured that one out. You try and rob his grave before he has one, you're going to go to jail like that guy from Pennsylvania. And what was that? Was some guy from Texas was going to kidnap Forrest? I hadn't heard. I want to hear more about that story. You know, he can't kidnap him now. Kurt, anybody still there? I bet somebody else started streaming, right? And so Forrest, that thing about Bill, Forrest Fenn called the finder Bill. Get it? He's calling the finder Bill. Bill is the finder, not Jack. So, you know, so it's pretty hard. If your name's Cynthia, you're going to have a little trouble claiming there's a clue there for you. Or if your name's Barbara, he didn't say, Forrest didn't call the finder Barbara. He called the finder Bill. I think Barbara knows I'm the finder. And she already told me that I didn't hack her computer, that my solution's nothing like hers. And she's correct. I didn't hack her computer, and my solution is in a different state than hers. And ends up it's Moses and the Buffalo Cowboy car, that cowl, the chest with the 50 caliber hole in it. Because I found Skippy's gearbox contraption too, and that's the gearbox off a tow truck gearbox that's at the bottom of about 600 foot down the side of a scree pot, at the bottom of a scree pile. It's about 600 feet off the road, way down off the road, and it's in the W of the wood. And the ZPU gun was in the W of the wood. Then the Buffalo Cowboy car was in the D. He prayed for D's. and that's where the Model A was. Father on the bank, oh, he's sitting on the Model A, and I got the Model A Buffalo Cowboy car, page 64, 65. One time he said 65, the other time he said 64. So it's that whole story, not just oh, there's a homebrew. It's like, you ding-dongs, I got the thing sitting in my shed. Some people are too blind to admit what's right in front of their eyes. They're refusing to admit that Bill Gorman beat them. It's a 1930 Model A. Ford Model A. And the part of the car I found in the D of the wood. And the rest of the car is half a mile away on the other side of a highway. You know, up the mountain, on the side. So somebody took it from that wreckage and brought it down the hill and put it in the middle of that meadow on purpose. It was placed there intentionally. It wasn't left there because the car broke down there, because the rest of the car's miles away, and it's from the, you know, from the 1940s or 50s, who knows, you know. Not many, I don't think many people were driving their Model Ts in 1950, you know. It was all, but Forrest was a teenager and it was a wreck, right? The buffalo did it. The buffalo did it. The buffalo pie. It's a moose turd pie. Some pasture pastries. Then drag it out. Take it home. I love history, but especially I did. It's in my shed. I couldn't leave it there because it is the chest, and somebody else would come and take it. You know? And claim they found it. No, nobody can claim they found it first if I got it here in my shed. And now you're going to have pictures of where it was and everything. And I have video of me finding it. You get the whole car. You can't get to the rest of the car because the other part of the car is up above the highway, up the mountain, and they cut the mountain away below where the car is, and so there's a cliff. You'd have to like push it off the cutaway. You'd have to push it off the top of the cutaway down to the highway to get it out of there. You know, you can't get, but I went up there and I found some tractor parts and stuff like that. But so I went up looking for it. Utility guy told me it was up there. I told him I had this part. Oh, the rest of it's up there. Okay. So I went looking. Even that's hard to find. It would be neat, yes, maybe if there's some wheels there. Yeah. Yeah, the side panels that were below the cowl, that are, you know, the parts that are in front of the door, below the cowl, those were just hanging on by a thread, and I broke them off and left them in the woods there. So there are two pieces of it out there in the middle of the D, in the rabbit hole of the D. That's the hole in the middle of the lowercase d. Yeah, they're probably rotten or used for firewood or You imagine. So somebody breaks down in their car up there. Is it winter? Do they need fire? Well, there's plenty of firewood. They wouldn't have to burn the wheels. It's a forest. But there's huge spruces grow up there and stuff. One kind of tree up there getting devoured by beetles. Wood spoke. Yeah, I cleaned my shungite block. It was sitting by my teacup and tea got under it and I had to clean it off. What else is going on? No questions. No questions. Old cars are cool. Yeah, I had a '68 convertible Camaro RS, and but my a friend of mine I got in an accident. Some kid got his license the day before, and I'm going down a straight road, and he come to a T, and normally you stop the person going to the straight road has the right of way, basically, should and he pulled right out in front of me, right into the front of my, and they put a new front end on it. When they did, it was from an SS. So then I had a '68 convertible SS Camaro, Rally Sport Super Sport. It was nice. Then we go cruising on Fremont Boulevard in Fremont. We had a cruise trip. They filmed American Graffiti 2 in my hometown. The drag strip in the movie is my hometown drag Fremont Raceway. It's pretty cool. They told us they were making a movie called Purple Haze, and it turned out to be American Graffiti 2. Vigo Warrior. Oh, yeah, Thor was? Yeah. Look at his hammer out here. I found it here with my metal detector. Sunny all week. And you see, where Moses is, he comes out at winter solstice, only around winter solstice before the sun goes over the. It's not exactly at sunset if you had a flat horizon. It's sunset in the mountains, which is sometimes 3:30, So I think I took the picture at 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's just before the sun, when the sun starts casting shadows, and Moses is in the shadow there, and he's in a nook. That's a crevice. There's two cloves of rock coming together. Cloves, okay. Look at your garlic cloves, where they come together. There's a crease in there, a nook in between, and it's in between the rocks. That's like a garlic clove where the rocks curve in together, and there's a nook in there, and Moses is in the nook, and he's there with his arms out like this, showing his chest. And when you found the blaze, you take the chest, and go in peace. That's why he wanted to call it Tarzan. Tarzan's chest. Take the chest. That's why, God, people don't understand that stuff, man. Oh, you're crazy. No, it makes perfect sense. Ask Doug Preston. Ask Doug Preston about the finder's pseudonym at the Forrest Fenn house. Because Forrest told his family Bill's the winner. Bill won. And so when he was there at his house, he kept in front of the family, he'd call him Bill. This is Bill. This is Bill. He's standing in for me is all. And so eventually I'm going to have it, and you're all going to believe that he's got it, and I'm going to go out the back door with it. Tarzan was a swinger. Yeah, some people say Forrest was too. It's easy to connect the dots that are not there. I've done it hundreds of times. Yeah, yeah, and that's the other thing, connecting the dots. And the poem, the dots are the little circles at the bottom of the D's. The letter D has a dot at the bottom, a circle at the bottom, and so if you do the follow the dots, it draws the mountain with the canyon right up the creek. This is the creek. There's no paddle up your creek. That's right where the follow the dot makes an X right here. You see X that way, X up. There's an X that way, X, So the X is the two D's in the middle of paddle. And there's a bunch of D's. So I just stayed around the outside and went around, followed the dots. There's 25 lowercase D's and no uppercase D's. And that's how I made a map out of the poem. He's gone. Let's see. What am I on? 1 and 17. What book is the Moses story in? It's in Once Upon a While, page 105. Right after the one right after Things I Covet. And Things I Covet, and Things I Covet is right after the mammoth tusk. And I found mammoth evidence that these people worship they love their elephants, their mammoths. And then it's Things I Covet. I found the rock this thing. I found that depicted on the rocks. The only difference on the rock is the boy is laying on top and the girl is climbing up to him in the rocks and it's next to Treasure Falls, right next to the left of Treasure Falls. Okay, so there's Things I Covet, and the next page is, well, here's Moses. Here's Moses. Do 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 do. Who's our guest tonight, Ed? Moses. Yeah. What book is? Yeah, I answered that. Yeah. So, well, here's Moses. It's like, here's Johnny. Not the one with the axe, the one on the Tonight Show. The one with the axe got it, that line from the Tonight Show. It originated on the Tonight Show. And then Jack Nicholson hijacked it. Seriously. Smoking as a lot of weed will make your throat sore, yeah? Yeah, I'm thinking of cooking it. I got a box of brownie mix, and I'm going to make me some butter. Make some green butter, and then make me some good brownies. I don't know how potent they'll be. I had some one night, and I got up in the morning, got out of bed, went to stand up. Oh, I can't stand up yet. So, did I, see, I can find that on my thing up here. I'll use the other arm so it's not in the camera there. Um, my channel. I'm live. Here I did the. Oh, turn it up. Is it up? Yeah, it's up. Okay. We'll switch around and we'll show you a little 1 minute 45 second. Turn this around.
Well, here's Moses by Forrest Fenn. As I watched Leo Salazar carve this figure from a freshly cut pine tree, he assured me that it would be a perfect likeness of Moses. And I believed it because why else would someone throw his arms out like that except to summon the Israelites and lead them out of Egypt and across the Red Sea to Mount Sinai? That's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, Leo said, and he spoke like some kind of omniscient religious guru. His words were fit for the lessons at any Sunday school. It was interesting to see the sharp knife skillfully whittle the wood, which did little to resist the artist's efforts. As the face of Moses began to appear, Leo's smile took on a pleasing quality. I just sat there and grinned. Several hours more, and there stood the majestic Moses in his flow robe. I gave $350 for the beautiful figure because I enjoyed Leo so much. But Moses had been an old man and this portrait of him looked too white and new. I solved the problem by standing him on the roof of our gallery so the sun and snow could act as aging agents. After 3 years, the wind toppled Moses over and broke his right hand. I glued it back and stood him up again, where he stayed for another 3 years. Finally, Moses took on the distinguished, darkened look that I thought he deserved. Moses now stands in my home on the second step that leads into my den, and his expression continues to telegraph a timeless message.
Oh, turn it around. There. A timeless message. Yeah. So, and my rock one that was there right behind the wooden replica that Leo Salazar carved for Forrest out of fresh wood that didn't complain. And it was $350, just like the bracelet that you could trade for something else. Oh my God. He was giving you a clue. They're both $350, Moses and the bracelet. I'll give you Moses for the bracelet. Because Moses is, he was hinting to Moses. Martin ain't no. He if anything, he's Barbara's hacker. How's that? He's in Chicago, had a Chicago number. He's busted. Let's send Barbara after him. No, that guy ain't. The guy with the hat, and Jason admitted it on Treasure Seekers. Jason said that was a friend of his that he had come by here with one time. It's not that Martin. I don't remember it looking like that Martin guy. It looked more like a pole climber, tower climber. Oh, here I can show you. Let's see. Let's go way back. Let's see. Way back. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's a popular video. Wow, that's only 33 views 6 years ago? Yeah, really? I don't think so. Yeah, this here I'll show you. It's a friend of mine. That's Harold Hinkle. And he's got pictures with Sam Elliott, and pictures with who's a blind guy, Stevie Ray. And he's got pictures with all kinds of famous musicians because when a band goes to record, he's the one on the album because he knows how to play so good. He's a guitar master at Capitol Records, so he did an audition at Francis Ford Coppola's house up in Santa Rosa or whatever, and then had a contract to do some recording at Johnny Depp's basement. Johnny Depp has a studio in his basement. Sam's the man, yeah. He's got pictures. He's on Facebook. I'll send you a link, Whoopi. He comes out to Colorado to play occasionally. He's an LA musician. My throat's just dry. I have the cure for the coronavirus in my pill tray. I just put some root beer in my cup. Yeah, and all this, some people that, if you're watching the regular news, I say, you're not getting the news. The stuff they're telling you on the news, we knew 5 months ago. There's some shit going down. There's a lot of parallels in the chase and the November 3rd thing, There are a lot of parallels. There's a fake winner in both of them. And the real winner is going to be revealed later on. I need to marry a chiropractor. Oh. Anybody, what do y'all say? I want to know. I was just, they got this. I was watching one of the news things. And they were talking about Lexington and stuff, and the revolution. And it's like, I wonder what date, because my fifth great grandfather, Ethan Allen, on May 10th, 1775, he took Fort Ticonderoga single-handed without any bloodshed. He woke up the commander of the fort, woke him up. The guy came to the door in his nightgown with his wife, and Ethan Allen's standing there with his sword and his blunderbuss demanding possession of the fort. And the guy gave him possession of the fort. No bloodshed. He just walked right in. Yeah. That's funny. But, where was I going with that? What was the relation to the chase? I don't know. Well, he was a kind of a conqueror there. That kind of, I got that same blood, it runs in my blood. My great-great-grandmother, I got a picture of her and my great-great-grandfather, and she's Mary Allen Rogers. And her grandmother was Mary Ann Allen, Ethan Allen's daughter. and she was so they were in Vermont, and they got run out of the country after the revolution and had to go up to Canada. And then because she was with the traders that had to go to Canada, they had to they lost all their lands and whatever and stuff, and basically, and the family wrote them off as dead so they wouldn't get any lands. And the Ethan Allen homestead was, oh no, Mary Ann died around the same time as Ethan. Well, where's her grave? They don't have a grave for her. I do. It's in Grafton, Ontario. So that's why they no what Ethan Allen and my other fifth great grandfather, Colonel James Rogers, and Haldeman were conspiring to make Vermont and Ethan Allen. They were making Vermont independent of Britain and the United States. They were going to be their own country. And that's why they called him a traitor, because they didn't want to be part of the original 14 colonies. That's why there's 13, because Vermont wasn't included. And if Vermont, if they called it the Vermont negotiations. And so while my fifth great grandfathers, Ethan Allen and James Rogers, are conspiring inside, in the tavern or wherever they were, my fourth great grandparents, James Rogers III, and Mary Ann Allen, were playing in the yard, and that's how I'm related to co-conspirators of the Vermont negotiations. Yeah. Yeah, and see, my fifth great grandfather, James Rogers, he had 69 square miles of Vermont. 69 square miles. He owned 2 townships. Well, he owned 2.5 because his brother Robert Rogers went to debtor's prison in England. Somebody said he was conspiring with the French, and they hauled him off to jail over there. And the people that said he was conspiring with the French ripped off the money that he borrowed for his expedition to find the Northwest Passage up the Missouri River to the Shining Mountains and the Oregon River to the Pacific. That was there. He wrote the plans that Lewis and Clark brought with them. See, I'm related to that stuff. I'm related to Lewis and Clark in that way. Yeah. I took my ex-girlfriend lost her daughter in a car wreck, and a friend had got a real good psychic, to talk to her, and gave her, she was real good at it. But after she gave her told her what she was seeing, I showed her a picture of Robert Rogers, and she says, "You and him are the same person. You were him in a past life." Yeah. So I've come back to claim my silver that we took from St. Francis. And that's the thing. Rogers Rangers went up to a place called St. Francis. And what's the cathedral in Santa Fe? St. Francis of Assisi. No, the St. Francis village, and these Indians had 600 English scalps on their poles, on their lodge poles outside their lodges. And so Rogers Rangers went in there like 60 miles up Lake Champlain, and they hiked 80 miles or so across swamps and stuff to get over to St. Francis, and raided the village. They were having a wedding party or something, and the Indians were up late partying and dancing, beating their drum and stuff, and they waited for them to go to sleep, and then they raided them before the sun come up. There's a movie, Northwest Passage, about it. But anyhow, so another ancestor of mine that was in that raid had taken, there was a silver statue, solid silver statue of the Virgin, the Madonna, the Virgin Mary, I guess. And he took that, and that is one of the top 5 lost treasures in America, is that silver Madonna, and I have an idea where it is. That's the treasure hunt we could go on. One that I don't know exactly where it is. Then I can hunt for it too. But that's up in New England, along the Connecticut River between New Hampshire and Vermont. But I think the hunt for it would be in New Hampshire. I haven't been to New Hampshire for a while. Last day I was in New Hampshire, I went to court for a DUI, and a week later I got the decision, and I was not guilty. I knew that Bill would finally tell us that he was Richard Rogers. Richard Rogers was do you want to hear about Richard Rogers? Who else was telling me they were up at Lake Champlain or whatever? But Richard Rogers was the brother of Robert and James Rogers. There were 4 brothers. There was James was oldest, then Robert, or maybe Richard was older. I'm not sure where Richard might have been older than James. I'm not sure. I don't know where Richard was in there. But John was the youngest. And Richard had long blonde hair. And he died from smallpox at at Fort William Henry at Lake George. And the Abenaki Indians came down and they dug his body up to get his blonde scalp. And to kill thousands of Indians because the guy died of smallpox. They put him in the ground. He was safe there. And somebody digs him up and spread smallpox. It brought the scalp and the smallpox back to the, So you can't blame the white man for everything. It was a two-way street. Robert Rogers is in a book I have called Scalp Hunters, and I knew the author Ray Potvin, and we'd go exploring Robert Rogers sites. He's the other side of the political fence from me, but we were good friends, I have several friends that are on the other side of the fence. Oh, when a car went down the dirt road, I'd let the farmers drop in missionary position. First cars. Yeah. My dad used to tell us a story when he was before he got out of the Navy. He was stationed somewhere in Virginia, not Norfolk, but down, on some little Navy base on the water. And they were going to close the base and stuff. But so there's only him and one other guy on the base. And they had a fire truck. They would take the fire truck to go get their mail with the siren going. And then him and this guy named Thompson, somebody might be interested in that, guy named Thompson from North Carolina, got out of the Navy with my dad, and he rode with my dad out to California to Berkeley, and that's where he met my mother. They were both working at the phone company. So my dad was a radio man. He knew electronics, so naturally he went to the phone company. And yeah, that's how my parents met. Worked both. I don't know what my mother did. She was probably an operator. Yeah. My sister was supposed to be Bill, but she didn't have any balls, so she didn't get to be Bill. Tooties hang loose. Yeah, how long am I? An hour and 41? Yeah. Yeah, I think I try and keep it under 2 hours. That way if it doesn't scare us. Oh, 2 hours, 3 hours. Oh my God. Billy would have had work. Yeah. Yeah, where's my other note? Yeah, that ring. The ring. The missing ring. All these things have meaning. You know? And Jack flat out told you that his pseudonym is the Finder. The Finder is his pseudonym. The Finder is a pseudonym for a fiction writer. It's a fake name used for a fiction writer. And so he goes by the Finder like Prince went by Prince. And he wasn't a prince. But he went by the name Prince. That was his pseudonym. Prince was that musician's pseudonym, whatever his real name was. You know? And like Elvis, they called him the King. He wasn't a king. That was a pseudonym. Several of them. Benjamin Franklin, his pseudonym was Mrs. Patience Dogood, or I think it was Patience. That's good enough, close enough. Mark Twain's a pseudonym. He's my cousin. Mark Twain's my third cousin, 4 times removed. Me and Mark Twain are both descended from Captain Benjamin Casey. That's why when I meet someone named Casey, it's like, we're probably cousins. Or I meet someone named Walker. I got Walker. You know, I know my family tree going way back. So when I meet people and I know their last name, I can get, you might be a cousin with that name. But then, you know, there's only some of them, they had different names because they might, like my dad's mother and father didn't know it, but they were 9th cousins, both descended from John Hopkins, who came on the Mayflower. One descended from his daughter and one descended from his son. So of course the daughter, they change their name every generation, you know. But the father's line, yeah, you can say this goes, but you're only going back the father's line. Yeah. Elvis was the alligator. The alligator bit Amos Moses' arm off. So he had to catch alligator with one hand after that. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to make some more art and just watch some videos and chill out here and rest my throat. Get some more tea. Jack's up on the dash sleeping. He's sleep in the driver's seat, the passenger seat. He sleeps on the couch. He sleeps on the dash. He sleeps on my bed. And he sleeps on the floor. Should name him King. My 5th great grandfather, James Rogers, he signed paperwork to take over the city. He was the first English mayor of Quebec, and he signed his papers with his Masonic pen. I'm not part of it. No. I think those things take money. I don't have. What about the huge diamonds, etc.? They were supposed to be in the box? Yeah. I don't know. They're supposed to be. That dragon bracelet was supposed to have diamonds and rubies in it. And diamonds are my birthstone. One of my birthstones. Because I'm right right at the edge of March and April. I'm in March. I'm not an April Fool. Yeah, he might have been. He was giving some, hand signals and stuff. But you could just be a spiritual person and know those. Yeah. All right. I want to sign off. Thanks for watching. You know who Forrest calls the finder? Bill.